Hello friends, and welcome back to another video, another episode of Tumblr Deep Dive. Greatest show on the internet ever. Today we are looking into a tag that has quite a few years history on Tumblr, which is surprising to me because I cannot believe that it's evaded me this long. I cannot believe that I just found out about this like a couple weeks ago. I cannot believe that nobody told me about this until now. The tag we are looking into today is called clown husbandry. That is, the care, cultivation, and breeding of clowns. But before we get into that, I need to tell you about this week's sponsor, Harry's. Harry's is a personal care brand that wants to reinvent the way you shave, because everybody deserves quality craftsmanship, simple design, modern convenience, and of course, a great shave. The founders of Harry's were tired of paying for overpriced, over-designed razors, so naturally, as anyone would do, they decided to buy a razor factory in Germany and start up Harry's. And today, they are supplying millions of people with great quality razors. And the price is insanely good, with refills starting at only $2 and being delivered straight to your doorstep. I've been using Harry's for a couple months now and I'm really happy with all of their products. I really love how simple and gender neutral everything is. I love how convenient the refill blades are. They just come in this really nice little box of 4 like this. I greatly prefer this to any flowery pink, probably overpriced razor I was gonna buy at the drugstore before Harry's reached out to sponsor me and sent me all of this lovely stuff. And Harry's currently has an amazing deal on their trial set. You can get everything you need for a great shave for only $3 when you head on over to harrys.com/strangeeons. Thank you so much to Harry's for sponsoring this video, and now back to your regularly scheduled content. So here we are, on the exact same day, in the exact same clothes. In the clown husbandry tag, also called the common or white clown. A white-faced clown is a popular species of domestic clown. They're more relaxed in temperament than the average red clown, but tend to be less suited for young children and thus have fewer breeds. My 2 domesticated clowns, Bonchance and Pigeon. They're a domestic bonded pair. Bonchance, male white-faced purebred French Pierrot. He is not exactly show quality because of the off-colored stockings, but he's still classically trained in pantomime and very healthy. Make sure to properly research genealogy with purebred clowns. I sourced Bonchance responsibly. Pierrots are usually very well behaved and Bonchance is a particularly sweet one that doesn't lose himself in stereotypical bouts of Pierrot melancholy. Pigeon, male mutt, mixed wild-type European tramp, and American landrace circus rodeo August cross. How am I reading this? Even I'm shocked by my tolerance. Messy markings, but he's talented at stunts, mimicry, tricks, and pranks, and a very skilled buffoon. And he was a rescue. He's adapted well, with no behavioral issues, very endearing and sweet. Anyone who says adopted shelter clowns can't adjust to a home life is wrong. PSA, I personally do not buy clown milk, but if you do, please make sure you are buying an ethical brand. Many common chocolate clown milk brands like True Goof and Sham Honk Farms source their milk from caged clowns. Even dairy clowns need at least 30 feet to roam, as most dairy clown breeds are somewhat territorial. How to care for your clown. Clowns are probably one of the most mistreated creatures people keep as domestic pets. So many parents buy clowns for their children's birthday without doing any research on how to properly care for their clowns. And therefore many clowns live cramped, uncomfortable, and stressed lives. Enclosure areas. When it comes to clowns, a very important aspect of caring for them is enclosures. Many people assume a small tent can properly house a clown, but this is not true. A proper, single clown enclosure should look something like this. I don't know what bougie-ass people are fitting a whole-ass circus tent in their house for their pet clown, but this area is just big enough to properly and happily house a healthy clown. Clowns are very specific eaters, and people make a lot of mistakes when it comes to feeding their clowns. First of all, Candy Fluff is a terrible brand of cotton candy to feed your clown. I see this mistake made all the time. Clowns need a very specific kind of sugar, and Candy Fluff just can't supply it. I'm out of breath here. Just can't supply that for them. Despite what others may tell you, it is very important for clowns to have clown cars. While clowns do enjoy being in wide open spaces, it's just as important for them to have a space where they can feel cozy and safe. Clown side of Tumblr, I have a question about breeds. I've never seen a clown since my brother is scared of them, but there was one that I remember from a circus that came here when I was a kid. He was a very well cared for and friendly clown, but what my question is what breed he was. He was perfectly happy alone and was mostly black and white, but with a red nose and cheeks. He also had a bowler hat. The big thing about him, though, is that he doesn't honk. He had a whistle to communicate. This has 198 notes. Sounds like some sort of mime mix to me. It creates a few odd quirks like whistles instead of honks and odd color patterning. Your clown honestly sounds like a mutt of some kind, maybe an August mix. As for the whistling, okay, this is really rare. Well, not rare, but like really cool. Your childhood circus clown was disabled. Don't bring your dogs to the clown park. I just got a frantic call from my mom to bring our jesters inside because she saw on our neighborhood clown Facebook page that someone brought their little dog to the clown park last night. It was some little wire terrier and it tried to pick a fight. Of course, one of the neighborhood's creepus mixes, and the clown got spooked and took a bite out of the dog. We know this clown's troupe. They are all working creepus mixes that aid in the construction of landscaping. We live outside Washington, D.C., so most clown troupes around here are working clowns. Why would you bring your little dog to the clown park? Breathe. Okay, so many, this tag is just literally walls of texts. This is a great example of people just taking the joke so far. Like, there is so much clown lore, and I think part of it is just people pulling stuff out of their ass, but part of it seems to be agreed upon. I don't think I could ever. It would take me days, if not weeks, I feel like, to gain a full understanding of what the hell is going on in this tag. I'm just giving you a snapshot here. People also seem to draw their original clowns pretty often. Yesterday I've been thinking about the clowns as pets meme, so they drew like these like animal kind of versions of clowns, which this would make more sense if this is what these people were talking about. I'm imagining just some suburban family with a whole ass like 40-year-old man in clown makeup as their pet. What size litters do clowns usually have? Clowns generally have 2 at a time, but anything from 1 to 4 clowns should be considered normal. How to care for your quarantined clown. Hi everyone, I'm sorry I was gone for so long, life gets in the way. If by life, you mean a new clown. Picky is my new party clown. I got her after seeing Kick, my other party clown, getting sad because of the lack of compatible clowns in the house. Especially in quarantine, Picky was an essential addition to the household. She's a purebred party clown who was abandoned by her previous owners, but she is strong. She doesn't let that get in the way of loving her new family. But that's not the topic of this post. Today I want to talk about caring for your clown when in quarantine. Now I know I may be a bit late to the party, but many people are still cooped up at home, and this past month has been really hard for my clown-owning friends, not to mention with the recent and long-time coming political uproar against police, everyone wound up. Okay, what does that have to do with anything? Political uproar against police, everyone's wound up so tightly they're gonna pop. Let's ease the tension with some indoor clown activities. Clown side of Tumblr, I need help. I want to get into clown care, but there is so much misinformation out there. Can someone please suggest a few good breeds or species that are good in a multi-person / pet home and not typically neon colors? Bonus for frills. I know I love the look of Harlequin and Pierrot, but I cannot find much on how their care differs from your more common clown species. Would either be acceptable for a first-time owner? I would absolutely not recommend a Harlequin to anyone except the most experienced owners, but even then I'd hesitate. If you want a frilled clown, I suggest a lesser South Asian horned rattle clown. Pygmy clowns like those do well with pets and or children and come in muted greens and browns in their native habitat in the forest and plains of Myanmar. This person's bio simply says, please do not bring your dogs to the clown park. I've learned my lesson about that. I will not. Not that I have a dog, but I have a picture of my parents' dog right here, staring lovingly at a bowl of chicken. He looks like a marshmallow, so I am worried the clowns might try and take a bite, so I'll be sure to warn them about that. September 2016. Oh my god, killer clowns, what the fuck, this is terrifying, please stop. Oh yeah, remember that? That was weird. What the hell was I love how 2016, I feel like, this is completely off topic. I feel like 2016 was the first year that we made jokes like, oh my god, what the hell is this year? Is this year trying to kill us? Oh my god, there's killer clowns. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? You never know what's gonna happen next in 2016. And now here we are, and it's so much worse. So yeah, the killer clowns thing of 2016. September 2017, balloons are not proper enrichment, and this is how you do clown husbandry correctly. The clown husbandry meme has been around for like a couple years, and I'm mad. I'm so mad that I never found out about this before because it's so funny. Hey, this is just a quick reminder that while scary clowns were originally bred as a fighting animal, they are, if given love and care, no more likely to be aggressive than any other clowns, and the prevalence of scary clown attacks is due far more to the popularity of the breed. Too serious, Prospective clown owners, consider adopting an older clown. Older clowns are just as wonderful as younger clowns and can be just as much of a joy to you and your family. Doesn't this just bring joy? Okay, I found this website that like kind of takes all the fun out of it by explaining the meme, but it also has an interesting like list of posts that kind of helped to spark the clown husbandry trend, because I'm like genuinely so curious of like how the fuck this happened. One of the earliest examples on Tumblr that vaguely linked clowns with husbandry was a post originally published on the 6th of June 2016. The post featured an image of a packet of packaged meats that had the appearance of clown faces. The meats were shown with a label that states, "Meat Clown." However, there does not seem to be much discussion of domesticated clowns or clown husbandry in 2016. I feel like I've seen the meat clown thing before. Why would I search this? That's the one I was picturing. The most salient origin, however, seems to be a text post originally published on the 29th of July 2017 that states, "Mimes are to clowns as dogs are to wolves." Subsequently, there was much discourse about how the opposite is true, that is, mimes are actually like wolves, whereas clowns are like dogs. For example, on the 31st of July 2017, somebody responded, "Clowns are actually the watered-down, domesticated funny makers to the raw stylings of mimes." There have been several posts that have become prominent examples of the meme. On the 4th of August 2017, a post states, "A court jester is simply an extinct breed of clown." On the 3rd of September 2017, a post stated, "Please do not declaw your clowns." Somebody wrote I probably shouldn't have clowns starter pack. Balloons are not proper enrichment for your clowns. That is too small of an enclosure for your clown. You need like a whole ass circus tent. I guess that's not a proper clown car. Cotton candy isn't properly nourishing. See, I've learned a surprising amount because it feels like there's so much information on this tag. Hey Clown Blur, I have a question. Can you eat clowns? I asked this on Yahoo and it got flagged, but like I've been eating clowns for a long time and no one's really said anything to me. Their meat is really greasy and delicious. I cook it in garlic and posted a recipe for it on Yahoo. Yahoo blocked my question from being viewed. Is clown meat just not healthy? Is it bad? What did people have to say to this? You absolutely cannot eat clown. Your question was probably blocked because it is federally illegal to consume clown. They are a protected migratory species and should not be hunted for sport or meat. This law came into effect due to the original mime population in Paris being hunted to near extinction for what was considered a French delicacy, clown meat. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of misinformation floating around about various breeds of scare clown. This is undoubtedly because of the movie It, featuring an untrained, rabid scare clown. Anybody who says scare clowns are a newly developed and dangerous subset clearly hasn't read into the history of their breeding. While scare breeds are dangerous to a native environment if allowed to roam, or if mistreated, they can serve as valued members of a family when well trained. This lovely early breed of crested axe handler posing with its loving family. Note how it protectively hovers over the children, who are visibly comfortable with their pet. This is because scarers were originally nanny clowns. Their menacing appearance, keeping potential harm doers at bay. We finally got his permit photos back. Now he's fully registered and all settled in, and I didn't notice until I looked at the photos today, but he's smirking. Sure is. I saw this Piero at the local shelter and fell in love immediately. Should I adopt him? He seems to be very friendly. I owned circus clowns before, and I have a fairly big circus tent with lots of toys, but I never owned Pieros before. Any tips on raising them? How long is the gestation period for clowns, and how do you care for the babies? Oh, sorry, with nursing school, I've been so busy. Clownlings have been the last thing on my mind. I bred larger breeds of clown, mostly American big top circus, so I can only really tell you about the big breeds. Little breeds like the Mardi Gras porcelain jester, I don't have a ton of info about. Big tops have a gestational period of 210 days, which is just about 29 weeks or 7 months. As your female approaches her due date, you'll need to get her nesting area ready. This should be sufficient. Petition to put the DashCon ball pit on the I Shouldn't Own Clown starter pack. At least 2.5 feet deep of clown eggs should do you just fine. These eggs can be bought at pretty much any reputable clown store. The only quibble I have with this picture is that there aren't very many colors of clown eggs. Your female will begin to tend to her nesting area, discarding eggs she decides are not good enough. Maybe sprinkling confetti around the area or glitter. I have found that the relative level of whimsy exhibited by my females during this time varies wildly, so please don't be alarmed if your female only manipulates the eggs and otherwise ignores the nesting area. Once she has birthed her young, they will instinctively hide within the clown eggs. Don't worry if you don't see them at all for the first week or so. Oh my god, this post is so long! I don't think I have ever seen a group of people take the joke this fucking far. These people love to type. These people, that is the most impressive thing I think, honestly, about the clown husbandry community, is these people love to type. Like, a lot. Thank you for your service, Clown Husbandry Tumblr. You are braver than any US Marine. This is a great tag that you could probably kill many hours in. It's been great to finally look at and learn my clown husbandry basics. You know, I got educated about a lot of really important issues today, and honestly, what are you even doing if you're not woke about the true nature of scary clown breeds in this day and age? Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, head over and support me on Patreon. I do live Q&As every Wednesday, so you can come hang out and be stupid with us, and I'll see you in another video next week.